Hey guys, I'm Tim Langston with Red Dog Bushcraft, and today what I thought I would do is go over how to utilize one of these 3-piece T-tins as a charring vessel. So I keep mine in a little bag my wife made me, and I just take a piece of Gorilla Tape, tape the lid on so it doesn't fall off. And when you take the first lid off inside, that's where I keep my magnifying glass, and that's just covered with a small piece of cotton material, and that's just to keep it from getting scratched up inside the metal. And then on the inside of this we have a second tin top, and I just keep a small postage stamp size piece of tape over that hole. And when you buy these tins, of course, they don't have the hole in them. So you can take a drill bit and drill it out, or take a nail and put through it. An 8 or 16 penny nail seems to be just fine. Or what I usually do is I just take the SAK and get the awl on that thing and go from the inside and start drilling it. Put it down on a good hard surface so that the lip is up and the flat side is down, and poke your hole through. And once you've got your hole through, then come back on the inside and just ream that out and get rid of that sharp edge there, or you can hit it with a piece of sandpaper just to clean it up a little bit, because you really don't want any sharp edges inside of your char tin. As your char moves around, it'll just tend to tear it up. Now inside of that tin is some 100% cotton fabric, and that's some good heavy duty stuff like a light canvas. And a lot of times I keep a small ferro rod inside of mine, and sometimes I even wrap that up in a piece of cloth to keep it from getting messed up. But to utilize this thing to make char, we're going to use it just like any other charred material. We want to take our material and put it in there nice and loose. We don't want to over compact this thing. We'll put our lid on, press it on good. I've got a small fire burning over here, and we just have some low flames. I just use small wood, a couple of big pieces in there just to hold some coals. And we're going to take this and just set it right down in there and let it cook. And as it cooks, if you go back and look at some of my other videos, you'll see it, a lot of smoke will start pushing out of that hole, and it'll have like a chimney effect. And sometimes it'll even catch on fire and it'll burn off, and that's fine. You just let that go until the smoke is completely gone, and when the smoke stops coming out of there, you remove the tin from the fire. Let that tin set until it is completely cool. If you open that thing up before it gets completely cool, it'll light up and it'll burn up your char, and it won't be worth anything. So take your time and pull it off, and let that thing cool down good. And then you can put your small postage stamp piece back over top of the hole, put your magnifying glass back in the top, seal the top up, and you'll be ready for your next fire. So let me show you this thing smoking. I'll show you when I bring it off, and then I'll show you the end results of our char as we're finished. So I'll be right back. Alright, so now our smoke has lit off, and we have expelled gases coming out on fire, and that's fine. That doesn't hurt a thing. As a matter of fact, that's a sign that you're making good char. Just let her keep on heating up. Alright, the can's completely cooled down now, so let's open it up. Check out what we got. Now this is nice and black all the way through. I don't see any remains of any clear spots of the fabric. But if it was, you can put it back in there and cook it some more. So we're just going to take off a little corner of this, just because we just want to make sure it works. And I'll grab a piece of flint here. What I like to do is take this and just fold it over, lay it on top of my flint like that, take my steel and hit it. And there you go. We got good char. Alright, so now to keep this, all we're going to do is put our piece of tape back over top of the hole, keep any moisture or whatever out. Alright, so we place our piece of tape right back over the hole. If we're going to use a ferro rod, which is very easy to get char cloth going, I just drop that down in there, put my sealed lid on, take my magnifying glass, wrap it up here in my cotton, set that down in there, tuck that in good, tuck in all the edges, put the outer lid on, take my tape, put it right back on, and she'll last a good long time like that. Okay guys, that's how you use a 3-piece T10 for a char container. I hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed bringing it to you. Until next time, I'm Tim Langston with Red Dog Bushcraft, home of global safety and survival. God bless.